Now I want to set another critical concept here. Social media. Social media, digital marketing, very, very important. We have to do it. There is no choice. All of us, and I'm sure you're guilty of it too, we're hoping that social media was going to be a fad, that it was going to be like Web 2.0, which to this day we still don't know what the heck that is. And we were all hoping that it was going to kind of go away and leave us alone and let us do what we felt comfortable doing. And the reality is that it's not going to go away. It's actually going to morph into something that's even significantly more important. That's what you're going to learn here today. And one of the things that I realized, even though I wrote the most comprehensive book in the world on social media, I still don't want to call myself a social media guru because the industry is changing. A couple of years ago, Pinterest didn't exist. It's critical. Instagram didn't exist. Now it's critical. We have to stay very flexible as we watch what happens in social media. But the fact is that if you call yourself a social media expert, you're announcing to the world that you've been left behind. Because it's not just about social media. Now let me give you an example. Billboards. How many people here watch Mad Men? Mad Men, 1, 2, 3. If you're in marketing and you don't watch Mad Men, you got any words of advice for the rest of the audience? I mean, that was the foundation of marketing. I mean, yeah, there's a whole lot of drama and nonsense that goes on, but it does show how it grew. What's the guy's name? What's the character's name who does, he's the vice president of television advertising? Dark hair, heavy set, drinks too much, smokes. Wait a minute, you'll never figure it out by that description. There once was a time when every company, every marketing agency needed somebody to be in charge of television advertising. Because it was a new field, it was a new industry. Nobody really understood how it worked, but they did know that it was an effective form of marketing. We don't have vice presidents of television advertising anymore. And the fact is that if I asked to speak to your vice president of television advertising, you would think that I've lost my mind, taken a sharp blow to my head. Because it just doesn't make sense. So if you believe what I just said there, then you also got to understand that 5 years from now, if you've got a vice president of social media, it's going to sound equally ridiculous. And the reason is that everything that we do in marketing is a form of communication that allows us to communicate with our customers and our prospects, ultimately building a relationship of trust, because trust converts to revenue. Anybody disagree with that? So what we're going to see over the next couple of years is there's not going to be any such thing as a social media expert or a vice president of social media or I handle the social media. It's marketing. It's just marketing. Yes, it uses a different set of tools. For the first time in history, it's electronic, it's digital, and it's two-way communication. And that's what's freaking everybody out, from agencies right down to the small mom and pop marketing companies, is that for the first time in history, we can no longer be comfortable with push marketing. We throw stuff out, we keep our fingers crossed, and if it doesn't work, we try to do twice as much of it. That doesn't work anymore. Now it's about building relationships. Your website is critical, and at the same time, it's irrelevant. Because I don't care what you have to say about yourself on your website, because I know that 99% of it's not true. Because we all do that. Oh, we're the world leading industry and leading industries and delivering industries and leadership of leading. What are those mission statements? I'm going to go check you out on Yelp. And if I can find 5 people that give a good review, I'm going to buy a car from you guys. And if I find 5 bad reviews, I don't care. I won't even look at your website, and I'll never step foot on your lot. That's the difference. That's how marketing has changed. It's moved from one-way push to two-way. Now also, as we get into this presentation, I want you to be able to differentiate the difference between digital marketing and social media marketing. Digital is still electronic. It requires an iPad, a tablet, an iPhone, any kind of a smartphone, internet access, but digital does not require two-way communication. Think about it for a second. Facebook, two-way communication with your customers and prospects. LinkedIn, two-way communication. Twitter, two-way communication. What about pay-per-click? What about search engine optimization? That doesn't even imply communication, but it's absolutely necessary. Okay, so this is that other critical concept. I want you to differentiate between digital marketing and social marketing. Digital is electronic, but it doesn't have two-way communication. Social requires two ways. That make sense? Okay, and I'm setting the groundwork for what you're about to see here so that when I explain it to you, it kind of makes sense.